What it do, guys? This X Factor 27 coming back to you guys again today. Today we're gonna be reacting to a video about WrestleMania. Shout out to them. They're one of my favorite YouTube pages as well. I watch them all the time. They have a lot of recent news about wrestling inside and outside of WWE, AEW, and just wrestling in general, guys. So you guys go show them some love. Go subscribe to their page and tell them X Factor sent you if you guys want to, man. So you guys sit back and relax. And today we're gonna be reacting to theme songs that kill wrestlers' aura and credibility. Yeah, so aura has been a major thing in the last year, especially 2024 with Roman, Cody, and all people like that. A theme song can make or break you, man. So if your theme song is booty, you're not gonna get a lot of love and stuff, man. So you guys sit back, relax, and we're gonna see what things gonna be on here. So let's go.
WWE wrestlers' aura and credibility. Number 10, Carlito. Now, there was a
Yeah, that's not cool. Carlitos used to have a very good theme song, man, but this recent one, just Carlitos run in general with the Judgment Day and probably being LWO and all that stuff. He needs to be on his own. He needs to be a single star. I mean, look at this dude, man. He's in some of the best shape I have seen somebody in wrestling in a long time, man. He's just being a pawn for the biggest hater in wrestling, Finn Balor, because he can't win the World Heavyweight Championship, man. So hopefully 2025 he gonna break away and he can actually get a new theme and stuff as well.
ton of hype surrounding the WWE return of Carlito. Carlito was a name that fans wanted to see return for some time, and when he was announced to return full-time in 2023, fans were excited to see his next run in the company. One of the issues with Carlito's presentation was that WWE changed his theme song. Carlito's first theme was a major part of his character and gimmick, and the new theme song was flat and lifeless and didn't remotely fit the persona. But it wasn't just the WWE fans who weren't a fan of the new theme, as this is what the former Intercontinental Champion had to say during an appearance on the Ringer's Cheap Heat podcast. You mean the intro? It's a little different. I wanted to do something a little different. It's been all this time. You gotta change with the times a little bit, so I wanted to kind of keep the cool more, but just come out with something new. From what I've heard, people aren't crazy about the theme song yet. I wasn't either. So maybe it's one of those things that might grow on you later on. We'll see. Carly.
Yeah, it's bad when you don't even like your own theme song. I know Def Rebel has a very mixed track record with theme songs and stuff. But I say his contract is gonna be up with WWE, I think, soon. So we're gonna get a new producer, man. But they'll put out some good ones. You know, we got Solo Sokoa one, which is just fire, Jimmy J and all that. But I just feel like they need a new fresh face in there. Cause Carlito one, they should have just remixed the one he had when he was back in WWE before added like a hip hop or a chill lo-fi type stuff beat to it. But I'm not a music producer. I'm not Metro Boomin, so I have no idea.
Carlito continued by saying, "They ran it by me. They wanted to change it. I wasn't crazy about changing it. I wanted to keep it. I liked it the way it was, but they said they wanted to change it. Alright, let's see what we can do. They asked me for the input here and there. Needs more bass here, needs more drums. Little things like that. Then the lines they wanted to change. I didn't want the old lines from before. Over the past year or so, WWE have wanted to change established songs, and this was even seen with Randy Orton. Infamously, when Orton returned from injury in late 2023, WWE actually wanted to change his iconic theme song, but the WWE legend outright refused when he heard it. Number 9, the British Bulldog. It was a smart move for the WWE to change the presentation of the British Bulldog in '99. Bulldog's persona was incredibly outdated, and it would have been met with lukewarm reviews in front of a rabid Attitude Era audience. WWE would change everything when it came to the Bulldog, and this included his in-ring attire as well as his iconic theme song. Unfortunately, whilst the reasons for changing the theme were justified, Bulldog would use a metal-sounding song that was completely uninspired and arguably one of the most unmemorable theme songs of the respective era. The only link the theme had to Bulldog's prior gimmick was that it had dogs barking at the beginning, and outside of it, it was just a generic mess that became instantly forgettable. Number 8, Heidenreich. A Heidenreich was designed to be the next big bad.
Who? Boy, that sounds like a Seven Deadly Sins character. If you guys know who Seven Deadly Sins is, an anime that used to come on a couple years ago, but that sounds like one of the main characters or main villain's name, man. So he looked like an anime villain though on the low, but
For The Undertaker in 2004, and whilst he had an imposing look, the character and in-ring work just wasn't at the level needed to work on par with a legendary name such as the Dead Man. One of the more puzzling things about Heidenreich was his theme song, as his theme song was like a fan-made parody song. The song just literally featured a generic beat with Paul Heyman screaming his name over and over. Whenever this song is played, it was easy to see why the fans weren't taking what was supposed to be WWE's next top heel seriously. Heidenreich was a Paul Heyman guy that fans often forget, and unfortunately, he was a name that even the master himself just could not get over. Number 7. Isaac Yankem. The mid-90s was a time period where WWE were utterly obsessed with wrestlers having professions for their gimmicks. The roster was stacked with plumbers, magicians, and even a demonic dentist. Isaac Yankem was
I made a video about this guy's Wrestle with Andy. Shout out to him as always too. He put out a video and I reacted to it. So you guys go back on my page. It's from I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's a very good video. I learned a lot about the kind of gimmicks and stuff during that time. Everybody had a profession. It's crazy, like I said with Jerry King Lawler. It's crazy when you beat Jerry Lawler, then you go to the dentist to get your tooth pulled fixed, and then you gotta see this dude and Jerry Lawler too. So you're not gonna have a good time at the dentist. So that's crazy.
introduced as Jerry Lawler's personal dentist, and Yankem would be given a push of a lifetime as he would face Lawler's arch nemesis Bret Hart at the 1995 SummerSlam event. Whilst Yankem, who would go on to play the iconic Kane character, would be a solid in-ring addition to the roster, everything about the dentist character just didn't work, and it didn't help that he had possibly the most irritating theme song of all time. It's hard to come up with any creative ideas for the theme song for a dentist. However, WWE's idea was literally a drill sound effect over and over with a classical backing track. And we've seen time and time again that outlandish villains can have strong theme songs, but this clearly wasn't on the minds of WWE's music department at the time. Number 6. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin had one of the most celebrated theme songs of all time during the Attitude Era, and in 2000 they made the bold and somewhat controversial call to change the song. Austin's initial song perfectly captured the essence of the character, and it gave him a sense of awe and legitimacy as he made his way down to the ring. Luckily for Austin and WWE, the new theme song received widespread praise. The new version was produced by Disturbed, and it gave Austin an even edgier presentation as he made his entrance. The song now had lyrics, yet these lyrics managed to suit the legend himself, and it instantly became a fan favorite. Unfortunately, the new theme song wouldn't last, as when Austin became a member of the ECW-WCW Alliance in 2001, Austin would ditch the Disturbed theme in favor of a song that sounded like it was produced by Def Rebel. The theme song was titled Venom, and it was just a complete step down compared to what came prior. It was pushing into territory of generic, and it didn't portray to the audience that Austin was the biggest wrestling name on the planet. Number 5. Aleister Black. Now, it's rare to call any theme.
Alistair didn't have a very good theme either. This dude had so much aura and stuff, even when he was in AEW, man. He has so much potential stuff. I hope he comes back to WWE. I know if you guys didn't know, he's married to Selena Vega. The shortest member of the LWO, Kofi, will continue to let you know that. And fun fact about that, sorry to interrupt the video. If you ever watch Xavier's Up, Up, Down, Down channel, him and Selena be going back and forth. It's been a minute since they've been on it for real. I know Kofi still be on it time and time again, but when they was having summer games and they be playing Tekken and all that stuff like that, during that time when they was all baby faces, him and Selena would have back and forths and stuff. So they've been beefing a little bit too, not seriously but jokingly. So when Aleister comes back, Kofi better watch out, because not only will he have to feel the chocolate, he'll have to feel the black mask coming from Aleister Black.
Theme song from the past decade, a masterpiece. However, when it came to the first theme song for Aleister Black, everything fell into place. The theme song was ominous, yet it gave Black that cool factor, and it gave him an aura that was hard to beat when he was using it on the NXT brand. This theme song was combined with a special entrance that made Black look like the most unique yet imposing wrestler in all of WWE. Whilst Black would use this entrance for a number of years, it was only a matter of time before they decided to switch things up, and Black would debut the now infamous song known as No Man's Land. The song was a huge downgrade, and even though Black was slowly changing his character, he didn't need to change the theme song in any way to represent this behavioral shift. Number 4. Wade Barrett. One of the reasons why the Nexus faction got over in 2010 was their theme song. Their theme song was memorable, and the lyrics and beat managed to capture the essence of the group's motivations. When the group splintered off and Wade Barrett started a new faction known as The Core, WWE would debut a new theme song for the faction, and based on the success of the first Nexus theme, fans actually had high hopes. This new theme would be titled End of Days, and to say that it underdelivered would be an understatement. The theme song was often labeled as a jobber's theme by fans, which was harsh, but this was a justified criticism as it was just so generic and lifeless. When the group made their entrance using the song, they received zero reaction, and the dull theme song was without a doubt a significant factor in the group failing to connect with the crowd. Number 3. Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's NXT.
Yeah, she needs a new theme too. Like I said, I blame Def Rebel. He's a great producer, but some of these are hit and miss, and Shayna's one is sadly one of them. And she's a very good wrestler and real life fighter that can really whoop your butt. So I'm gonna leave this alone because I ain't trying to get in no fight with Shayna Baszler, man. So I ain't trying to get in the armbar, Kaguda clutch, or whatever they call it, stuff. So.
Run was one of domination, and WWE managed to assign Baszler the ideal theme song to represent this domination. Baszler's NXT theme was titled Loyalty is Everything, and the theme song sounded like a song that would be present in WCW in the early 90s, as it had a throwback sound to it, and Baszler managed to match all the mannerisms and a trademark walk to the beat with great effect. Unfortunately, the main roster theme song that Baszler had been using in recent years is produced by Def Rebel. The song sounds like a generic song made for an MMA fighter. The song is flat and lacks any sense of creativity. The theme song is often make or break for wrestlers getting that initial pop from the crowd. It's definitely hindering Baszler's success on the WWE main roster. Number 2. DIY. One of the most...
Yes, Lord. Yes, so true, WrestleMania. DIY, I'm glad they got something new, because that other one was getting on my nerves so bad. Lord knows it was. So I'm glad they changed, especially since they turned heel. I guess they went to Def Rebel. If you don't change it, we super kicking you and sending you back to Drake's studio or something like that, to make a beat or something like that. So I don't know.
Some popular trends of modern WWE theme songs is Def Rebel's obsession with theme songs having spoken intros. These are a staple of Def Rebel's work, and the worst example is the current theme song for popular tag duo DIY. The DIY tag team have used endless theme songs over the years, yet this is without a doubt the worst. The theme song starts with an intro which screams, but it gets annoying after one listen, and it's mainly down to this ridiculous intro that doesn't help their presentation in any way. It's been reported that WWE and Def Rebel are parting ways, and if this is indeed the case, then hopefully WWE's new music producer leaves the concept of theme songs having spoken intros right in the past. And number 1. Rikishi. When Rikishi turned heel in 2000, the upbeat theme song that Rikishi...
I did it for The Rock. Oh, man. I'm sorry, I just had to get that out there, guys. I did it for The Rock.
Rikishi used as a member of Too Cool just wasn't going to cut it. The theme song was designed to get the fans up and dancing, but now that Rikishi was one of the most detestable heels in all of WWE, he needed to change with immediate effect. Rikishi would debut a new theme known as Bad Man, and whilst the theme song wasn't too bad, it just lacked that X factor that was needed out of a theme song for a main event star during that time. It didn't help that the opening few seconds were extremely quiet, so if the crowd weren't making any noise, it would often come across as awkward, and it would highlight that the heel character wasn't working to the level WWE wanted. But there you have it, folks, 10 theme songs that killed a WWE.
Yeah, mostly it's a mixture of both past and present, but we can't change the past with the other theme songs. But like with Stone Cold and Rikishi, they had good theme songs, and the Dennis Man ended up becoming Kane Chemical. I think it was called Chemical something. He had one of the best ones too, Kane, when he first went on his singles run. I think it was called Chemical Reaction. Yeah, I think. Don't quote me on that, guys, but I think it was Chemical Reaction. But Def Rebel, his contract, he's a great, I'm not bashing him or nothing, but he needs to, I think he'll do good at AEW or TNA. That's all. But when it be so, I'm just saying Triple H, this is another theory. So bear with me for a second, guys. It's the end of the video theory. What if Triple H can get Metro Boomin to do some of the wrestlers' theme songs? Imagine a Jay Uso, a reunited Usos with a Metro Boomin type beat. Roman Reigns solo, Cody, not Cody. Cody's one's gonna stay the same because the war was too popular, but Tiffy, all these guys, like some of his big hitters, you get Metro Boomin and Triple H and Metro and Travis Scott, all them cool. They like WWE. So man, it don't have to be full time, but maybe Metro can be like, I can get you a good producer, man, and we get some fire things like we used to have, man, for real, for real. So a brother can dream. So that's just a theory. So if that comes true and Metro start making beats for WWE, X Factor 27 said it first, guys. So just remember this. So shout out to Russell Lamia. As always, link to the original video will be down below. Go check this guy out, man. He's they do a lot of great work over there. Very detailed, very good, hard working, informational channel. So that's all I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys want to. The preview and predictions for Monday Night Raw on Netflix is up. So you guys get a chance. You guys go check it out for Monday Night Raw comes out, and you can just comment to the video in the comments below and talk about was I right, wrong, or just your thoughts in general. Because I'm gonna do a post show one as well too. So when I get home from work that night. So y'all have a good day and X Factor out.